going on, everybody? This is the Uncharted Vapor, and today I'm bringing you a product review from a product that was sent to me directly from Freemax. So today we're going to be going over the Freemax Maxus 200 watt kit. So with that, we're going to dive down, talk a little bit about it, show some about it, and from there bring it back up, talk about some pros and cons, and that's it. So I'll see you down below. Alright, so basically on the front of the box it says it's got stainless steel 904L mesh, something I've never heard of, FM Coil Tech 4.0, Smart Load Tech, load at will. Information on the back, let's go ahead and let you see that. Let's zoom it in. Freeze frame for a second. We'll see what's inside. On this side, there's social media link, freemaxvape.com. Instagram, Freemax Vape, and Facebook at Freemax Vape. So the side of the kit says Freemax, the other side is giving their basic information, and that's pretty much it. You got a scratch a sniff, what it is, and the color combination is on the front of mine, or was earlier, but it was some weird odd color. So let's open it up. Which way are we going to open it? I don't know. There we go. Alright, so let's open that up. Alright, so it's really nice. It do have a pull tab, so you pop it open. There's the mod itself. So let's go ahead and zoom this out a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So Maxus kit. So we'll pull the mod out. Let's pop the cover. Alright, so user manual. Go through it to learn about it. Warranty card, typical information. Fill your information out, send it in. Warning label. Not use device near fire source or high temperatures. Do not place device in a microwave or pressure vessel. Do not, okay, basically it's a warning card telling you what to do. Now this kit also came with a sub-ohm tank. So here's the sub-ohm tank, which is pretty massive. I'm not gonna lie. So let's pop off the drip tip. Is actually spotless clean. I'll let you see that. Autofocus it out, and you can see that coil inside. It's a dual mesh coil, looks like. On the inside, I think is what they said is pre-installed. Pre-installed, what do we have here? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. I'll open it up and find out. So, resin ring around the base with stainless steel, resin drip tip to match off the mod, which is very well done. So you take that off. Let's unscrew this. Alright, there we go. So unscrew it. Now this is supposed to be a flip top. There it is. Okay, so easy to do. So let's get ahead, autofocus that on here. There's a mark right here. Where's that? Right here on the device, and you just push it, and it's designed for one-hand operation. Okay, so pretty nice. Has a resin, ring on it. Some people may like it, some may not like it. Has the same ring down here around the AFC, which seems to be controlled, and it does have a massive knob on it for wide open to not, and it controls basically both sides. And by the time you see this video, I've already been playing with it for a little bit to get more, familiar with it, and be talking with the company as well. And you can see this coil is the largest coil actually now that I've ever seen. So this is called the Freemax 904L M2 mesh coil, 0.2 ohm, best from 60 to 90 watts. So you have two massive coils on the inside, a massive connector, and just massivity going on around here. You can see the cotton right there, right there, right there, and right there. Now, based off what I read on the package, it was T-fiber cotton. Silica gel pack, you're not going to use it. Don't eat it unless you want to die. you get a bag of extra O-rings. You're going to get a secondary coil, which this one is the Dino4L M1 mesh coil, which is good for, is a 0.15 ohm coil, good for 40 to 70 watts. So it just means M1 means single, M2 means dual. And then you get a spare glass section. So one of them has a design on it. It has like a diamond cut design. The other one is more rounded. So those are some nice things that you get in this kit. So let's leave that there. The last thing let's open up is going to be the peripheral pouch and see what's inside of this. So far I'm pretty impressed with what is going on, but testing is going to tell me more. So you'll see that at a later date. So yes, USB Type-C 2 amp charger. And that's it. So the charger comes in it. So that's the only thing that you're going to get with this device is a 2 amp charger. And then as you see here, you have an adjustable 510 pin. So it is adjustable. This resin material doesn't move. It's just designed to basically go with it. So yeah, there's going to be some things I talk to him about, some things I think that can change. I think one thing that should change on here, I'll talk to him about. This is a tester model, so this is not a release model. So this is not the final product. This is basically the beginning product. On the bottom it says designed by Freemax, freemaxvape.com, CE logo, and then do not throw in the trash. Okay, well, I wouldn't want to throw it in the trash initially anyway. So then this massive coil threads back into your box, threads right back into your deck. Okay, so like so, and then you'll know it'll stop. And then your airflow is rather easy to adjust, so you can adjust your airflow to your liking. Basically on the fly, it's pretty simple, pretty nice. It's very clean. I'm gonna be very honest with you. This has probably been, let's see if I can separate this from this glass section without damaging it, because it is new, it has not been lubed up, so I'm trying not to break it. So wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, as you see, as I popped it off, that's what I mean, as it's not been lubed up. So it's still kind of tight, so we'll just leave the O-ring on there for right now. It's no big deal. Actually, no, we're not. Boom, there, we pulled it off. But as you can see, the glass section on this one has a diamond style logo, and on your spare, it's just straight flat, but it's still a bubble glass. They're both bubble glasses, okay? They look like they hold the same. One is just a design, and then it stops when it's ready. Okay. So there's that. Then you put your resin drip tip back on. I do not think with this drip tip that, okay, there, clip back down. Oh, you can. So even with the drip tip on, you can still open it up. There's no reason to take your drip tip off if you don't need to. Now with that, I'm going to put some juice into this. I'm going to run some Astro Banana for right now just to test it out. Because, it's a juice that I want to try. And it's another juice that I can review later on. Astro Banana by Alapa'ap. Everybody's going to beat me up for it. It's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually juice up these cotton pads that are here. And this section here is going to get juice on it. These are some massive coils. You want to make sure you get juice all in this and let it soak it in, because it's going to take some time. It definitely pulls the juice in. I'm going to also run this juice that's hanging down here on this O-ring just to saturate the O-ring a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to put some juice around the edges of the cotton on the top, just to make sure that this cotton has got, you know, proper lubrication throughout the coil itself. Screw it back down. Now, some things I'm going to mention on this. So this is a proprietary kit for right now to put this other coil back. This coil is, what was it, a 0.2 ohm and 0.1 ohm coil. Put the box back on, put all my materials back in, and yeah, so there's a lot of, you know, information that I wanted to pull out for this. If I can get this to set back down. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's because it's some stuff missing. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so what I'm going to do, fill it up with juice. So all you literally do is find your notch, pop it. I always try to close off the airflow whenever I'm filling up juice, just to avoid those air bubbles. And then I'll give this about 10-15 minutes to basically saturate, but then by the time you see this, it will be probably some time, but it's okay. It's just so that way I have some time to test it. So there's the atomizer itself. So let's just set that. What I'm gonna do is, while that's saturating in, I'm gonna put it on my Addy stand, so you guys can see that it's on the Addy stand, so that way the cotton and everything can saturate. So here's the mod. Okay, so this is gonna be a longer video. So it feels really nice in the hand. The resin feels nice. The body feels solid. On the side it says Maxus 200 watt. It has the X logos cut out. There's something else I'll talk about. Clicky, very clicky. Up down type C button charger. Door. Okay, open it up, and inside it says you can put your batteries either way you want to. Let's see if I have 2 batteries. I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my ribbon over one way, and I'm just going to slap it in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it again the exact same way. So I'm going to fold it back over and go over the same way, and I'm going to show you what just happened. So put that on. Okay, so it went back together. So it instantly turned on. Battery level, 3 puffs, 1, 2, 3. Mode select. Exit info, mode select. Okay, so here we go. Power, VBC, bypass, your temp control, 1, 2, 3, and back to power. So I'm going to power, 30 watts. This was at 60 watts, so let's go up to 60 watts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing. 1, 2, 3. Set timeout, coil test, puff time, or puff count time, Celsius or Fahrenheit. So I'm going Fahrenheit because that's what I go on. Exit that. Info, battery, 4.13, 4.12, so they're about even, so that's good. Version, so for update software, it's version 1 right now. Temp, set up 32 degrees Celsius or 89 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if that's inside or what's going on. But there's that, and then you can exit. So it's 3 clicks to get through that menu. And that's pretty much what you got going on. On the other side, you cannot remove the panel, so you have the resin on one side, but not on the other. Now, I'll message them and let them know, but if they're going to do resin here, it should be resin here, or make this whole mod black and then have that resin piece on top. But I would say if they match this out, it would look better, and then where this blackness is, make it the same black here, and then that will, you know, contrast it, or etch it in like this. It'll look really good. It is hefty, I'm not going to lie to you. It's a hefty mod. It's a dual battery mod, but yeah, it's a nice mod that you can use. It's 200 watts. And then let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and pop a battery. And my mod never turned off. Okay, and I showed that on camera. So I popped the battery, mod never turned off. Okay, no atomizer, obviously, but it is showing that you're able to do whatever you want. So that's really nice. You have the ability on both sides to basically see, these are why I do testing, but okay, there it went. The ribbon cable got in the way. That's all it was. But goes together well. Very minimum side to side and up and down, so that's just something to talk about later. You can see where it is, so it's no problem. But the 510 plate, as of right now on this, with being a tester, it is raised a little bit higher than I'd like. I think it should be flushed out. And that's just my opinion, okay? So, you know, that's what I'm thinking, you know, what I'm seeing on it. So let's go ahead and take off the tank. Let's go ahead and put it on. See if it does anything funny. Kind of let you see what it looks like together. Okay, so it's a bit raised, and I was just checking something because my vision's sometimes not the best, but okay. So let's open up the airflow a little bit. Okay, so it automatically went from 60 watts down to 20 watts. So let's go ahead and bring this back up. Let's see how fast it goes. Rather fast. 200 watts. And it does not round robin. So that's one thing. So let's go back down to 60 watts. Picking up at a 0.19, and this is a 0.2 ohm coil, so it's rather accurate from what I can tell right now. It has been saturating for a little bit, so let me just take a hit on the camera while we're down low. $60 to 90 watts. Let's go up to 75 watts or 70. And cut the airflow down some more. Whoa. Vapor reduction is very good on this. But you expect that with a tank. Just a little bit open. Not bad. So, there you have it. That's the Freemax Maxus 200 watt kit that I'm going to be testing out over the next week or so, and then send my feedback to them, and then I will drop the review of the video based off their input, my input, and talk to you about it up top as well. So until next time, I will talk to you later. Alright, so here we are back up on top with the Maxus 200 watt kit. So, as you saw, it's got a massive tank. It's two-sided, obviously, so you got the black side if you don't want people to see the abstract painted side. The abstract painted side actually matches the tank, both top and bottom and the drip tip, so I'll give them that. The tank is rather large. You know, based off the caliper I had, it's roughly a 24 millimeter diameter. Let me double check it. Again, I should have done it down low, but I didn't, but we'll do it right here so you will know. 23.6, so we're going to give it 24 millimeters. At the peak of the tank is 24.5 millimeters. So yeah, it's 24 millimeter tank, which is good. As the caliper falls back at me. So with that 5 mil juice capacity, as we said, not what's this stuff called again? Stainless steel 904L military grade mesh. So they stole mesh from the military off their vehicles, and they put it inside the coil. The coil looks like a mini bomb anyway. It's huge. So with that, okay, real simple rundown. Pros of the device. The ability to flip the batteries or run the batteries in any configuration that you put them in. What they call, I think what they call it, quick load? No, smart load. Load at will is what they say. Okay, so what that means is you can put the batteries up and down, left, positives both up, positives both down, a positive up, positive down. It don't matter. You just put the batteries in and go. It's the next thing. Another pro. You can run battery 1, and the mod still works. Nice pro. Con to me, here's my cons. I know they wanted this thing to match out really well. I got it. But to me, it's a little overdone on a subjective side. Just to me. It's nice that it all matches and goes together. Yes, they at least did that much. But it's a little too much, in my opinion. It's, I would say, a little too cartoonish or childish looking to me. But with the Raise 510, it doesn't, so you won't scratch your mods, so whatever atomizer you put on, okay, we'll give them that. I'm not I don't personally care for mods with the Raise 510, but that's okay. But flavor is amazing. The easeability to be able to refill your tank with just pushing it over and back. We've seen it before, like on the Smock TF series. They started doing this to be able to refill. Their airflow is really easy to adjust. But the only bad thing is they put this huge nipple inside where it stops it from going anymore, and that's about it. But the ability to, for you to select a mode, which you have power, VBC bypass, tip control modes are nichrome, stainless steel, and titanium, and then TCR 1, 2, 3. So you can, I guess, pre-select, your different modes and run it how you want to. I'm running the coil at 70 watts, which this thing goes up to, what does it say, 90 watts. So I'm right in between. So it's kind of like a sweet spot. So let me show you some vapor production on this. And that's about it. The flavor, like I'm about to say, it's truly amazing. The flavor that comes off this is very, very good. Massive wicking ports on this thing here. When you look down, you see these two massive coils inside, full of mesh and cotton. So you're getting massive wicking. I've had 0 leaking issues on this coil. Letting it sit up here for over a week just to test it out. Because, some OCC coils have a tendency to leak down once they've saturated for a while and they just start to run down. Over a week of setting, no problem. So, I personally like the black side. If they made one that was all black and had that black look to it with a black tip, I think it would be better. It would just match better. But having an abstract on one side and a black on the other, it's like kind of decide how you're going to fire it. It's what you're going to show. If you're going to fire it by your thumb, you're basically going to cover most of that abstract up and only see the tank. It's a nice thing though, if you don't have a coil, you can take it off and run it as a mod. So that's a good thing. But it is kind of hefty. It's pretty heavy. Even for a dual battery mod, it's rather heavy. Buttons are really clicky. It works really well. It's a standard screen, nothing special, but it does tell you, your puff count, your ohms of the coil, and how many volts you're running. 3.69 volts. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's a good device. Flavor on this thing is superb for what it is. I've never heard of 904. I've only known of 316 and 317L, but a 904L mesh, 904L mesh. Speak English. I don't know. So other than that, that's all I've got for the Maxus 200 watt mod kit. Those are my pros and my cons. So with that, just remember, like and, well, not like, but sub to the channel, ring the bell for future reviews. And this is the Uncharted Vapor, and I'll catch you on the next review.